In this video, we are going to be building this print-on-demand website. You can see we have all of these items. We have this slider here, sliding with items, and then you can see the beautiful layout. We can select this. We can click on this particular product, and it gives us several options. Of course, we have it just in black. We can choose our size, select the number of quantities we want, and we can add it to cart. And then we can view cart, and then we can go ahead and purchase this particular product. So I'll go back to the home page, and then you can see other products here. And we also have a product comparison page where we compare the different products to see which one is a good fit for us. And everything you see on this website is going to be done for free. And we are going to be using Printify as our print provider, our print on demand provider. So if you're ready for this tutorial, please join me on the other side. We have the first hosting option, which is Hostinger. And this is by far the one of the best hosting options for any kind of website, be it e-commerce, be it a blog, be it any other kind of website. But the issue with Hostinger is that they don't give you too much disk space. So take for example, they are $2.99 per month. You can host 100 websites and it gives you 100 gigabytes of SSD storage. So it's quite good, but if you want to host a website and you're going to have maybe 500 or 600 or maybe thousands of products, the Hostinger packages may not be enough. If you get this, they are still going to ask you to upgrade. So this is the first option. Mind you, this $2.99 only applies if you are buying up to 48 months. So other than that, you are going to be paying probably maybe 3 point something dollars if you're buying for just 1 month or 12 months. The second option is A2 Hosting. This is one of the oldest hosting providers on the market. You see they have this option of $2.99. Let me just click on this. This is for cPanel hosting. But the difference between them and Hostinger is that $2.99 gives you just one website hosting and you have up to 100 gigabytes of SSD storage, which applies only to one website. So for example, if you have a massive e-commerce website and you're going to be hosting videos and a lot of pictures and other things like that, then this may be the best option for you. So it's $2.99 per month. That's the discount you get, especially if you use my link in the description. Now you can go up to the Drive plan and it gives you unlimited number of websites, unlimited SSD storage for $5.99 per month. This is quite good. A lot of my clients have used this before and trust me, they like it. Then you go higher, you even get a lot more. So it's up to 20 times faster. This is turbo fast, turbo hosting. That's the Turbo Boost plan. You have the Turbo Max plan. So you can go for this. And then you have WPX. This is for the big guys. $20 per month. You pay $20 per month and you can host up to 5 websites, and each of them you're given 15 gigabytes of storage. And one thing I'll tell you is this particular hosting provider has won the award for the fastest hosting for several years in a row. So if you have the budget for this, then you should absolutely go with this one. But for this tutorial, we're going to go with Hostinger. So what you need to do is to click on choose a plan. Now, my link is in the description. When you use that link to purchase Hostinger, I'll make an affiliate commission and it helps me to be able to continue with these tutorials on this website and on this YouTube channel rather. And you also get an extra discount. So if you're choosing the 48-month plan, you are going to be paying $2.99. If you're choosing 12 months, you'll be paying $3.19. If you're choosing 24 months, you're going to be paying $3.09. If you're buying for just 1 month, you're going to be paying up to $11.99, which I don't see the point. So we are going to go with this and you can add your details here, and you can add all your credentials here. I'm logged in. If I were not logged in, you would have seen an area here for you to create an account. So you can do that and proceed to checkout. So because of this discount, you're going to be paying $143. With my coupon link, my referral link, you are going to be paying even less. So let's go ahead. I'll meet you on the back end of Hostinger. So this is what your dashboard is going to look like. In my case, I already have some websites attached. If you bought Hostinger for your first time, you are going to be given a free domain name. So you can come to domains and search for whatever domain name you want to use. Get a new domain. I have these domain names here, and the others, I bought them on Namecheap and I connected them here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on get a new domain, and then you can search for whatever domain. Maybe you want to say shirt mastery or tea mastery, .com. If that is a domain name you wanted to acquire, you search for it here, and .com is already taken, but you can take .net. You can click here. You'll be able to claim it for free if you just bought Hostinger. Let me come to websites, and since I already have a domain name and everything, I just want to come to the back end, my dashboard. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a new subdomain on which we are going to do all these installations. So I'll come under domains, and then I'm going to click on subdomain. A subdomain is just a domain under a domain. So I'm going to see POD, print on demand, .donodio.com. Donodio is my main domain for my e-commerce website. So this is what I'm going to do. It's being created right now. So you can see the pod.donodio.com. Now I want to install WordPress on this domain name. I'm going to come under website, click on auto installer. These are some installations I already have. I want to click on WordPress. And then I want to name this POD. Just say print on demand, and then this I'll say POD at pod.com. That's going to be my email address, pod at pod.com. And then the username, I will see pod, and then the password, I'll just give you the password. And then come to advanced. You want to select the installation path. You need to be very, very careful here, because if you make a mistake, you can install WordPress on another domain, especially for those of us who have many domains. You see here, I have so many domains under just under this one. I want to choose pod.donodio.com, and I want to go to next. As for database, leave that the way it is. And then I'll just click on next. It's loading. So it has brought me to this page. And if you want to use the Hostinger AI builder, you can go ahead, but you need to upgrade in order to use that. So what I want to do is that I want to come to my admin panel. I already have SSL on this hosting, so it just applies here. I'll click on admin panel, and then it's taking me to my installation. So this is what I get right off the bat. I can go to post, edit post, and all that. And it tells me to connect my domain name. If my domain name was not yet connected to this WordPress installation, I could do it right from here. So what I want to do now is that I want to go from here and look at this website stage by stage. So let's go to post. We have this default post here. Let me close these other windows. It's a default blog post, which is auto-generated by WordPress. We don't need that for now. But before this, let us look at this website on the front end. This is what the website looks like on the front end. It's using the default 2024 theme. We are going to change all of that. So we are going to trash this post. And then let's come under media. Nothing is going to be there. Now pages. we see we have this privacy page. We can preview it, and you see it gives us this privacy notice. I'll leave that. I'm not going to delete that. Oftentimes I delete it, but it's not harmful. Under appearance, let's come to themes. We have these 3 default themes. I want to delete this, delete these 2. They are just adding unnecessary bloat to your website. We are going to come back and add a new theme before we go to the process itself. Come to plugins. We have these default Hostinger plugins. We don't need them, so select all of them, box select, deactivate, box select again, and then delete. So with those plugins deleted, we can now come to users. So this is the one user account we have. You can add another user account here for maybe your business partners and all that, but we are not going to do that. Let's come to settings. You have the site title. You can change it. You have the site link. You can put the tagline. You can see custom or premium, custom, where, what, custom, where, whatever you desire, name it whatever you desire. So you can choose your icon and put it here. We are going to come to that later on. And we can go ahead and just save this. These other settings, we are going to come to them later on. So the first thing we want to do is that we want to add a theme. So we'll come to themes and click on add new. So I want to use a theme which is very, very popular. It's called Astra. And this is the theme Astra. Let's click on install. So it's installing. Now let's activate it. It's activated, and we can now delete this other one. So the next thing we can do is that we need some plugins. First of all, Astra is asking us to install starter templates. We'll install all of them directly from the plugins dashboard. I'll come to install plugins. We have none. The first plugin we need to install, of course, is the starter template, which goes with Astra. And this is it. It's going to give you a lot of pre-made templates which you can use for your website. So I'm going to activate that. The second plugin we need is a page builder, which we are going to use to build our website. So let's come back. Let's come back to the dashboard, wp-admin. Let's come back here. We need to install a page builder. You can just dismiss all of this. Come to your screen options here, and you can turn off all of these except site health status. I always prefer to keep this. And then come back to plugins and click on add new. And then we want to add a page builder. We are going to be using the Elementor page builder. Elementor page builder. So this is it. Click on that. And we are also going to install header and footer builder for Elementor. You can also add essential add-ons for Elementor. It may help us have some custom design presets. So with all of these, let's come now back to the themes, or to the plugins rather. I want to activate these 3 plugins. I'll click on activate and apply. So essential add-ons is asking us to do some onboarding. Just click on next. It's data table, PostGrid, and all that. Yes, which of these presets do we need? Toggle on PostGrid. Business reviews, you can put that there. Fancy chart, Facebook feed, and all that. I'll just go to next. And then go to next. And then skip. We can. Next. No thanks. So we now come back to our plugins, installed plugins. Let's come to starter templates. you can click here on get started. And then choose classic template, starter templates. For this, I'm going to dismiss. And then here, all of these templates you see here, they are those which are built using the block editor, but we want to use Elementor, so choose Elementor there. And now you can choose any of these. Take for example, if we look at this brand store, let's just look at this. So when you look at these, you look at this design here, we can use all of this template in order to be able to build our own store. But to me, I feel like we should not use this because it's going to add a lot of bloat to our website, a lot of unnecessary things which we actually do not need. So I'm going to come back here and then I'm going to come back to my website. So from here, what we want to do is that we want to choose our print-on-demand provider. And I'm going to be using Printify. Printify.com. So you can go to Printify.com and you can create your account there. So simply click on Start for Free. It's going to load. As for me, I already have an account, so it has logged me in. So this is my account. This is my Printify account. When you log in, you are going to see something similar to this. And it's going to prompt you to sign up for Printify, create your first product, and then connect Etsy or Shopify, and then order track and all that. And when you do all of these, when you complete these steps, you are going to have a $5 discount on any product you may want to order. I'm going to add a link in the description for you to easily join Printify. It's an affiliate link, and if you join using Printify, I make an affiliate commission. So we have a plethora of products on Printify which you can use to create. You can sell them, design them, and sell them. Take for example, these are bestsellers: ceramic mugs, kids heavy cotton t-shirts, unisex garment dye t-shirt, unisex jersey. But mind you, Printify has a lot more to offer than this. So if we go to catalog and click there, you see you can filter by maybe men's clothing, women's clothing, kids clothing, accessories, food and health, accessories, and all that. So you see there is a lot that you can do using Printify. Take for example, if we will say we want to create home and living products like mugs, glassware. Let me just take a look at glassware. So you see we can also do posters, we can do postcards, we can do ornaments. I will check ornaments in the front end. So you see things like these, ceramic ornaments and all that. We can do that. You can sell those. You also have underwear, you have face masks, baby accessories, house parts. Now we've looked at tech accessories. Look at tech accessories here. You will see things like wristwatches. Look at wristwatches. That's the wristband. You'll be designing the wristband. Bluetooth speakers. This is amazing. Wristwatches again. AirPods, wireless chargers, wireless earbuds, UV sanitizer and charging pad, phone click on grip. So you see quick wireless charging pad, induction charger. So you can sell any of these things. If you're a tech person, you can sell this. Now we also have things like for pets, you have jewelry. While it loads, let's look at t-shirts. Because this is what we are going to be selling. I just wanted us to explore what you can sell on Printify. So you can see you can put your design here. This is a jewelry box. I'll probably get this for my wife. So you see all of this. You can use all of this. So you can also sell custom wall art. We already looked at that. Now, when you look at this, these are t-shirts. Let me come here and look for and search for unisex. I'll just come to catalog. I don't know. Okay. I'll just go to t-shirts for women. So you see them here, sportswear, tank tops, bottom, shoes. You can even sell shoes. The design for this is a bit complex. I don't want us to go into anything that is very complex. So you have these slippers here, flip-flops as they call it in America. So let's come to, let's say, women's clothing, t-shirts, women's t-shirts. And this is what we are going to design and sell. So you see we have this unisex short sleeve tee. If I click and open this, you see this is where we are going to be doing our design. So if I click on start designing, it's going to bring that interface. But before then, the price for this is $10.16 and the shipping is $3.99. So already you are working with $10.16 plus $3.99, which is going to give you almost $14. I think 14 going to $15, $14.15. So you need to consider other things like your advertisements, if you're going to be running paid advertisements and all the like before setting your price. So I'm going to click on start designing. Now I can use graphics which Printify freely offers. So you have this. I can click on this and use it. So this is the entire print area. I can make this to be bigger. So you already see happy and dazzling. So you can choose the variants here, the color variants. Let's say you want it to be on the white. You also want it to be on the black t-shirt. So it shows well on the black t-shirt. And if you want to add it on the back side, you can go ahead and do that. But to me, I'll prefer to leave it the way it is. So what you can do also, So what you can do also is that you can go ahead and preview this. This is what it's going to look like. So you can choose your kind of mockup which you desire. I'm going to choose realistic mockup. So it's going to place it on a human being. So let's click on show more. So let's look at this person wearing it. This lady is wearing the t-shirt. Let's look at this man wearing it. This guy wearing the t-shirt. It looks really good. Let's take a look at this girl wearing it. So you see, it looks quite good. And this other gentleman wearing it, it looks good. But now we want to create our own designs from scratch, because if you're using that, it is very likely that maybe many other users are going to be using the same design, because most people are lazy and they don't want to think. So we are going to go to a website called canva.com. It's unlikely that you have not heard about Canva if you do any sort of design online. So Canva is going to give you the ability. They have a free editor. It's a free tool, even though they have a paid plan. You can design, you can make your own designs from here and export them and use them in whatever way you desire. So I'm going to click on create design. So you can look for t-shirt. Let's say t-shirt. And just click on this one. So this is the design. This is the editor we are going to be using. And you can see you have a lot of, let me close this. You have a lot of samples that you are being given here. Take for example, whenever you see this crown, it's for Pro members only. You need to have Canva Pro. I'm using Canva Pro. So I can use any of these. Let's use this one for example. It's a pro design, so I'm going to delete this and use something which is free. Let's look for something which is free. Okay, so look at this one, Savage. You can use this one for your design because it is free and you can edit it. So this is actually a picture, so it's not like you can change it. It's actually a picture, so you cannot change it. It's not a text. So what we can do is that I will go back. You can use this one. Let's add a page. Then this one says everything will be okay. You can change the color for this. I want a color which is more feminine, so I'm going to use that one there. And then also I can look for another one. Just click on add page. This one says love something. You can change the design for this one to be blue. The love is going to be blue. But also you can do your own designs. You can make your own design. Let's add a text element here and see. Let's say God. And for this, you can change the design. You can edit the design to be any way you desire. You can edit the design. You can add effects to the text. You can make it to be curved. God. And then I will duplicate this and say love. 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 So I'm going to do that. And then the effects. I want the curve to be the other way around instead. So God is love. So I can increase the size of this. I'll increase the size of this too. What size is this? It's 263. I'll increase the size of these two. I can change the font from Canvas Sans to any other thing. Many of these fonts here are going to be pro fonts. You can't just use any of them. I used DM Sans there. I'm going to use DM Sans here too. DM Sans. The same DM Sans. So it's curved. Now I want to go to elements and say equal sign. Yes, I'm going to use this one. It's a pro. So let me come to see all. I want to use the graphics. And then I want to filter by free. So you can use any of these. Let's use this one. God equals love. You can change the color of this, the background color of that equal sign. You can make it pink. So you say God equals love. Or you can make it blue. No, what did I do? Let me undo that. And then the border color, you can make it to be, let's say this purple. No, that's the color of the inside. No, let me leave that to be white. The border style. Is there border there? No, there's no border. I'll leave it the way it is. So you can change that color inside. The color of the equal sign, you can make it to be black. So this looks more reasonable. So we want to center it, align everything to be center. When you see this line in the middle, it shows you that what you have is center. So we can use this. Love is secret ingredient that makes life sweet. Okay. We can add another design. Let's just say we want to add another text. and you can use any of these effects as long as it doesn't have this pro badge on it. Yes, let's use this one, which says join now, and we can use it the way it is. We can change that text outside. We can change the color to be blue or maybe orange, yellowish orange, anything of that sort. And you can change the text to say come now. Let me make this to be caps. Come now. And then I can change the font of that one there. I want to put something that is more visible. I think there is one called Monument. There is a font called Monument. It's a pro font. I'm just going to use it for demonstration purposes. And then I can increase the size to 125. So you see, it says come now. And you can go ahead and make other designs. Use the free presets you have. This also is free. Let's use this one, and let's see 100%. I'll say 4, and here I can just delete this, and then I'll duplicate this. I'll right click and duplicate. Oh, okay, I see. I wanted to duplicate just this. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to delete all of this. Delete this one too. Delete this one up. I'll delete that one. Then I'll just bring this one up here. 100% for you. This is going to be a husband writing to the wife, or a wife writing to the husband. So I'm going to change the color. 100% for you. Let me align that. Okay, they are well aligned. They are properly aligned. Beautiful. So this, I can make a duplicate of this, which I can use on white t-shirts, because this is going to be only for black t-shirts. Let me duplicate this, and then I'm going to change. No, let me duplicate it again. So for this, I'm going to change this to be let me change the color to be black, and then I want to change the background, the entire background, to be white. Then this percentage, I want to make it, you can change the color too. Let's say you can make it blue, and then you can leave these ones the way they are. 100% for you. Let me align this one. Okay, that is beautiful. So we can do the same for these ones. You can duplicate it and then change this background to be white, and then change this to be black, and you can even change the come to be something more visible, like red. Come now. Yes, so you can make different variations. For this, I'm just going to leave it to be on a black t-shirt. For this, we can do the same thing. We can make this to be white. Yeah, because this is going to be on a black t-shirt. So if we leave that to be blue, the same blue, and then we change this to be black so that it can be used on a white t-shirt. Then we can change this background to be white. Now, if I were doing this commercially, I will not need to make all of these changes, because I'm simply going to save it with transparent background. So this Savage, I don't like this. I personally don't like this. savage is not a good word. Let me delete this and say keep it simple. Okay, so this is going to be for the black t-shirt, and then everything will be okay. You can duplicate these two so that you can use this on both your black and your white t-shirts. So let me change the color of okay to black, and then all of this, everything that is white should be black, everything that is white, these two should be black. And then I'm going to change the background color to be white. How does it look? Okay, I think this needs to be white. This also needs to be white. So everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. So the effect, it has a black background effect. You can change, let's say, the transparency. So now we remove everything transparency there, and this one too we remove. No, not this. Let's remove make it fully transparent, so there is no background there. Everything will be okay. So that is that. Let's just go ahead now and share this. Let's share this. That's by we are downloading them. It's going to say share. So we are downloading each of them as a PNG, and it's going to give us a zip file. It's now downloading. So when you get this, you already know that you have done your best. And you need to know that Canva also has a print on demand service. I'm going to do a video on that some other day. So I'll come to my website, and this is, it says everything. I'll extract files. So these are all our designs. These are all our designs. All of these are going to go for black t-shirts. These are going to go for white t-shirts. So let's start our design process. So we come back to our website, and let me close this tab, this window. So what we want to do is we want to design one particular t-shirt. So we'll come back to this particular one, and we'll click on start designing. So this is a white t-shirt, and we want to put the white design on it. So if we have a transparent design which can go for both white and black, we can use it here. But for now, because we are using everything free, we are going to do this twice. So I'm going to come to library, or upload rather, and then I'm going to come to my device, and then I'm going to click and choose this particular one. Everything will be okay, and I want to use this on a white t-shirt. So everything will be okay. What I want to do is that I want to make this more visible. I want to make this more visible. So we have an issue here with resolution. So what we're supposed to do is that, as if you have Canva Pro, you can increase. Since I have Canva Pro, I can increase the size of each design. If you have the free version of Canva, there are things you may not be able to do. So what I'm going to do is that, let me just increase the resolution of each and download again while we continue with this. So you see it's a bit blurry here because this image is very small. I want to believe that even with the free version of Canva, you can be able to do the increase in the size. Let me delete this too. I'll delete this too. And this is the new one that has been downloaded. I will extract. Yes, so I'll come now back here and I'll delete this. Let me delete this. And I'll upload. No, not that. Not that. I made a little mistake. Since we are doing, anyway, let's just change the color to a black background. You get this thing a lot with Printify, whereby once you mistakenly move something, for you to be able to realign it, it becomes difficult. So I'll just simply click and delete and then start from scratch. I think this is it. Let me open it back in a new tab. So this is it. What I want to do now is that I want to start designing. And I'm going to upload. Let me go to my library. Since I've already uploaded that, it's going to be here. So I'm going to add it here. I'm going to select variant now. I want this to be on a black t-shirt, pure black t-shirt. So when I increase, you see it still shows well. It's not blurry like the previous one. Everything will be okay. So I can go ahead and increase this one to make it bigger. So these lines you see here, these dotted lines, that's the print area. So your design must not exceed that print area. It's always good to leave it within the print area and even leave a padding. So this is how it's going to look. So that is, those are the variants. Now it's still telling me medium, so it had to be larger than that, medium resolution. So what if I reduce a little bit? Okay, so if I make it up to 199, the resolution is good, or 198. So I can make it this, so that when it's printed, it's not going to be blurry. These lines, you are not going to see these lines when it's printed. It's just trying to show you that this is where your print area is supposed to be limited. The back, I'll leave it blank, and then I've selected variants. This is for adults. So I want to go now and preview this. So this is what it's going to look like, but I want to use a realistic mockup. And click on show more. I want to look at it on this person one. On this lady, you see it's looking quite good. What about on this other lady? It also looks good. Let's look at it now on a man. Here you see, so this is it. Everything will be okay. So, and you can use this duo, these two friends. You can use these two dudes too, these two guys. Everything will be okay. So it is all up to you. Let's go now and save product. You can change the mockup background to something else. We are not going to do that. So let's go to save product. It's saving. So it's redirected us to this page, and you can choose white or black. If you put it on the white background, it's going to look like this. I don't really know if I want it to be that way, so I'm just going to use this particular one, and then it's asking me which image should be my front image. You could choose this. You could choose this particular one to be your front image. This is for women, and then this is for men. Or you could choose one where somebody is actually wearing the t-shirt, like this lady, or this particular one. Or you could choose this lady here. I think I will use this lady, since what I wanted to create was a female t-shirt. Now you can use this one. This one looks a lot more realistic than all the other ones. It's all up to you. It is all up to you. So you can use these two guys. Everything is going to be okay. I'm just going to use maybe this lady or this lady. I will use this lady. So that's going to be my front design. Then you can change the description here. Unisex tee, or you can sleeve. Okay, let me undo that. Sleeve t-shirt. and you can come back and see everything will be okay. I made a typo. Be okay. Unisex. Unisex means it can be worn by both men and women. You can edit this design here, this description here. You can edit it to make it more legible. Let me just put some space in here, and then you can add the size description table. I'll make it to be metrics so that people from every part of the world can see and understand. So I've added the size chart in that space. So you can choose your shipping method here. This one is economy, this one is worldwide, and it's 10 to local delivery 2 to 5 business days, international 10 to 30 business days. So these two are already there. Now select which particular options you want to offer. Maybe you don't want to offer for everybody. This one is small. Let's just say we are selecting all. You can now modify your prices. Now, if you retail this at $16.99, production cost is $10.16. If you retail at $16.99, it means you are going to make 6.77, which is 40% profit. It sounds pretty reasonable. I mean, 40% profit margin, but don't forget, you are taking everything into consideration, like maybe you're running Facebook ads or something of that sort. So you may want to bump this up to maybe 19.99 and make 49% profit. That is all up to you. So the shipping cost to the buyer is going to be $3.99 to $4.79. So what you may want to do is that maybe you want to include the shipping cost in the price of the product. So you can simply come here, bump the product up, and tell them that it is free shipping. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. So you can hide this in store. I don't know why you want to hide that in your store, but simply go and publish. We'll leave it the way it is and we'll go and publish. So this is the product here. It is being published now, but we have not added it to any store. So what we want to do is come back to our website, and then come to plugins and click on add new. We want to click and look for WooCommerce. WooCommerce. And this is WooCommerce. We want to install that. WooCommerce. We're going to install that. And then it is very, very likely that we will need some form of variation switches. So look for WooCommerce variation swatches. So this is it. We are going to click on install. And then come to installed plugins and let's activate those. So let's click on this. Let's activate this. If we don't activate this, this one cannot work. Let's activate WooCommerce first. Now that WooCommerce is active, it's asking us to set up our store. I will toggle that off. I don't want to offer any information. I'll just click on skip. And then here, where is your store located? You can choose your country. Let's see, United States. And you can see Virginia. Virginia. Where's Virginia? Yes, industry. Let's say clothing and accessories. And then click on continue. It's going to load. Now, toggle off all of these. We don't need them for now. Toggle off all of this. They will just bloat your website. Continue. It's turning on the lights. So let's say we come here and this product is now published. We can see it in store. See it in store. Now I made a mistake and I published it under a store I had previously created. So what I want to do is that come to store. Click here where you see TCave and click on add a new store. We want to add our WordPress website. We want to connect our WordPress website. So what we need to do is, since our WordPress website is using WooCommerce, let's click on WooCommerce and then add the link to your WordPress website. Let me toggle this off. I'll just copy this from here and paste it here. I'll paste that there and then I'll click on connect. It's going to do a one-step setup to approve your website. Then just click on approve. So you can see that it tells you congratulations, you have been connected to Printify. So if I come to my website, let me come under plugins. My website is now connected. Let me just activate variation swatches. So what I can do is that I can now come to this product which I had created here. Let me come to TCave. And then I want to select this and say, I want to copy to my other store. So I want to copy it to this store. And then I'll say copy products. It may take some time, but when it's all said and done, you will see the product here. Okay, so this, it says unpublished. So what I want to do is that I want to select it and I want to publish it. So keep individual details, sync publish selected details. I want to select all of those and confirm. So it's going to publish it to my WooCommerce store. And when I look at my store at my website, I'm going to see this particular product there. So it's going to take a little bit of time. And when it's done, you will see there. Let me look on this. I'll click on publish. I think I've already done that. Let me reload and check my website if I can already find it there. Come to products, all products. Okay, so this is it. I don't think it's fully published yet. So let's just wait a little bit. It may take a little bit of time. I'll reload that again and then come here. It's still loading. So it shows me it's still loading here. But if I come to my website, I reload, I see that it's now showing. It now appears on my website. Let me view it. I can look at it on the front end. And you can see this is what it looks like. Mind you, this is on my website. Look at, it's on my website and it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. And you can select the variations. This is the reason why we installed that variation swatches plugin. Let me come to install plugins. This particular plugin, this is the reason why we installed it, so that it should be able to display all of this. So if I choose white, I can choose white and choose large. Somehow it has not changed. I was supposed to delete the white. But if I choose the small one, you see the price changes is $19.99. I choose the 3XL, that's the XXXL, it's $24.45. I can add to my cart. And then if I view my cart, it's going to show me this. And then I can now try to proceed to checkout. But I will not be able to do that because I have not installed any payment gateways on my website. So we are going to do that very shortly. So what we need to do is, let's just add the other products which we need on our website. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to add the other products and meet you back. So I have gone ahead and added the other products, the other items which we shall be selling. If I now come to my website and reload, you'll see we have them here. So we can go ahead and categorize them. Let's say we want to come to categories and we want to create a number of categories. The first one, let's say t-shirts. and we'll add, we want to say hoodies, and we'll add, and then the other one, let's see how it's called. Here it is. How do they call it? Let's say sweatshirt. Sweatshirt. And I'm going to add that. I don't have hoodies. Okay, hoodies did not save. Hoodies. And then I want to categorize each of these products under one of those categories. So I'll just click on quick edit. I think this should be a hoodie. Quick edit. Then category should be hoodie. I'll update. This should be hoodie. Quick edit. Update. This is sweatshirt. I'll update that. The next is t-shirt. No, t-shirt. I'll update. After that, sweatshirt. I'll update that. This is a sweatshirt. This is also a sweatshirt. This is a hoodie. And then this is a t-shirt. No, not sweatshirt, t-shirt. And this is also a t-shirt. So you now see each of them are under their respective categories. I think we have 3 or 4 hoodies, 3 sweatshirts, and 3 t-shirts. So let's come now. Whenever you install WooCommerce, the WooCommerce plugin is going to add some pages like the shop page. So all of these pages are added by WooCommerce with the exception of privacy policy and returns policy. So let's look at the shop page. So you see the way it appears here, because these are variations, it says select option. So you can select here, you can click on that and it's going to bring you here. You can choose this one, and when you choose, the price changes. When you choose, the price changes. So it has a number of variations. You can look at these pictures from here. So you see when you click, the picture changes. So that is that. So now let's go to designing the front end of our website before we can add the other pages. Now, one thing you'll notice is that at this checkout, the price of $24.15 already includes the tax. That is why you see this shop is saying that this is free shipping. If we come to WooCommerce and come to settings, and then let's go to shipping. Let's go to shipping. You see it has 2 shipping classes here. United States. Then we can set the shipping rate for the rest of the world, and you can add a shipping method, and you can see maybe flat rate, and then continue. And then how is it going to be taxed? Let's just say $10 no matter where you are in the world, and that is that. So if we come to this flat rate now, let's just see $10 times in brackets quantity. So each product you have is going to cost $10. So that is the cost. If we now come to shipping, you'll see now for the rest of the world, we have a flat rate shipping of $10. So that is how it's going to be. That is how you set up shipping for WooCommerce. Now we want to go ahead and design this website. First of all, one thing I want to do is I want to come to Printify, and I want to come to my store. Let me reload this. I want to come to my store. I want to get some pictures from there. I think I'll just come here. Let me come to my dashboard. I need to use some of these pictures for my website to give it more beauty and color. So first thing I'll do is that I'm going to open this in a new tab. Now I want to download some of these pictures. Let me just save this image as JPG file, and then I want to save this gentleman too as a JPG file. I can also save this as a JPG file. Now I'll come to Canva and I want to create a new design. Let me say 1920, no, not there, 1920 by, let's say 900. I'm going to do that. It's loading. So what I want to do is I want to import those pictures which I just downloaded. I'll come to upload. I'll upload those pictures. Here they are. I'm going to upload them. It should be uploading. So the pictures I've uploaded, I'm going to drag them here. I want to do a design here. So I'll drag them here and I'll bring this one this way and bring this lady here. Now for the design I'm going to do here, you may need Canva Pro for this. So what I'm going to do is this. I'll rearrange these pictures and then I'm going to flip this one on its side. So I'm going to click on flip horizontally. You see now looks this way. Then what I want to do is I want to remove the background of all these pictures, because if I use it this way, everybody is going to figure out that these backgrounds are not the same. I will try that first and see how it looks. And then if I do this with this one, you see it already shows everybody that these backgrounds are not the same. So what I want to do is I want to remove the background. So I'll click on this and click on edit image. Mind you, this background remover is for Pro, Canva Pro. So if you don't have Canva Pro, you can use remove.bg. Remove BG. Remove.bg. I think the website should still be up. With this website, you can just drop your pictures there and it's going to remove the background. So you just upload your pictures and it will remove the background for you. But I'm doing it directly inside Canva. So this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put this one here in the middle. So let me drag this one a little bit under here. And then I'll give this a red background. You see Canva is going to show me the colors of these, and I'm going to use this one. And then I also want to do the same for another one like this one. Let me open this in a new tab. Okay, first of all, I want to save this lady's image as a JPG file. I want to save this gentleman's image as a JPG. I want to save this image too as a JPG. I'm going to do it for which other one? Yes, for this one. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I will save this lady's image as a JPG, and then I will save this gentleman's image as a JPG, and then I also save this as a JPG, save image as a JPG. I will do the same thing here. I'm going to come and upload all those pictures which I just downloaded. So these are the 6 new ones. So I'm going to change this background to totally white. Totally white. I'll come to upload, and then I'm going to add this. I'm going to add this man, and then I'm going to add this hoodie, this sweatshirt. So let me remove the background of this. I'll go to edit image, remove the background. Okay, so I want to flip this gentleman. I want to flip him horizontally. I want to flip him horizontally, and this is how I want it to be. So I think I'll do the same here. I'll do the same here. I'll reduce the size. I'll reduce the size here too. So I'm going to add a new page, and I want to do the same with these other people. I want to remove the background of this. Edit. So we don't need to flip these ones because both of them are looking straight forward. So I'm going to put it this way. Okay, so it's time for us to download this. It's time for us to download just a few adjustments. Yes, this one I can change the direction. Let me rotate it, and I'll make it to be up straight. So what I can do is, maybe I could change this to be white. No, making it white does not give the actual beauty. What if I made it black? No, I think red will do. And then I'm going to download this. I'm going to download each of them. They are all going to download. Everything here is going to be downloaded. So now I want to come and design this website. I want to come to the front page, go to all pages. I want to add a new page. Add new page. And then I want to make this to be the home page. I'll come first of all to my file manager, and then I'm going to extract this. You see it's going to have all the 3. So this, here they are. So I want to come back to my website. I want to name this home. I'll just X out of that. I want to name this home, and I'll publish, and then edit with Elementor. I can go ahead and close these ones right now. So it's loading, and this is going to be the home page. I'll just say continue, and then let me come here to Elementor, and I'll come to settings, and I want to come to features and activate all. Then I'm going to save. I'm going to save this. Now when I come and I reload this page, these widgets here are going to be on top of this page. Let me reload that. So you can see there. So these are the widgets up here. The first thing I want to do is that I want to add a hero section, and it's going to be a slideshow. I'll click on the 6 dots and come here and add slideshow. So I'm going to add those 3 images which I just made right now. I'm going to add these. They are loading. So all of them have loaded. I'm going to insert them into the gallery. So you see them showing there, but it's not very visible. So what we want to do is that we want to put a button here first. I want to first of all add a text and say dress in style. Dress in style. And then I'm going to align that to the center. I want to make that to be white, and I want to make it to be Poppins. That's the font should be Poppins. And then I want it to be big enough to be seen. I'll leave it at that. And then I want to add a button directly under there. The button is going to come here, and I'll see shop now. And I'm going to align it to the center, and I'll just leave it. I will not do too much editing on it for now. I'm going to say Poppins. Poppins. Yes, so that is that. Now what I want to do is that I want to give this entire section an overlay, a background overlay. I'll make it black, and then I'm going to reduce the opacity to 0.3. And then what I want to do is that I want to increase the top margin and the bottom margin. I'll increase it. Top should be 150, bottom should be 150. So that is that. It's still too narrow. Let me say the top should be 200 and the bottom should be 200. So you see, it shows very well. It shows very well, and that is how we want it to be. It's a slider. Then we are just going to do a generic home page. I'll add this flex box, and I'm going to add this section, and then I want to add a container inside. First of all, before adding a container, let me click on this, and I want the direction to be horizontal. I'm now going to add another container inside, and then I want to add an image box inside. Image box. So this is an image box. I need some images to put inside this. So I'm going to come to flat icon, flaticon.com. Here we are going to find some vector images. Personally, I'm going to use the same red. Let me come back to my designs. This same red which we used here, I'm going to use it as the base for my design, even for my logo. So I'm going to pick this, the hex code of this red. I'll copy it, and then I'll first look for shipping. I want to look for icons, shipping. I'm going to use this one. I'll do free shipping. Let me edit it. I'll click on edit. It's asking me that I need to be logged in before I can edit. I will log in. I'll just pause the video and log in. So I'm now logged in. I can edit this icon, and I can change the color. I'll click here, and then I'll just drop that hex code here and enter. Enter. Why is it not changing? Let me drop that hex code here and then click on enter. Somehow it's not doing as it's supposed to do. Let me reload the page. and then I'll edit again and then choose icon. If I drag this, it changes, but if I drop that hex code here, okay, it has changed. And then I'll download this as PNG. Let's just say 256. We don't need it for it to be too big. 256. And then I'll come back to flat icon and I'll search for returns. And it's giving me some options. So I want to use this one. And I can also search for quality. Okay, I'll use this badge. I can also search for price. Okay, I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to do the same thing for all of these. I'm going to edit this and I'll paste that hex code here. I'll paste that hex code here. That is that. I'll download that 256. Free download. And then I'll do the same thing here. Same hex code. Let me change the color. Why is it not changing? Okay. I'm going to download 256. Free download. Same thing here. I'll edit. Oh, there is an extra hash there. Did I copy that wrongly? I'll copy this again. Copy, come here. But it worked for the other ones. Control V. Okay. So I will download this right now. 256. I hope I had the other colors correct. This one doesn't look right to me. Let me just download this one again. Not to waste too much time on that. I'll come back to my website and we want to edit this. First of all here, I'm going to upload those icons which I downloaded. You see they are loading. These ones look different. I'll just use them the way they are. I'll use this one and I'm going to insert it there. I'll remove all of this text. I'll just say fast free shipping, or let's just say free shipping. And then I'm going to come to style, image spacing. I want to reduce that to 0. Content spacing, let me leave that the way it is. That's for the box. Then it should be centered, of course. Image, okay, the width could be 15. Let's leave it as 16%. And then the content, I'm going to make this, let's say I'm going to change this to black and it should be poppins, and then I can change it to 20. Yes, and then I can duplicate this and duplicate this and duplicate this too. So the image is too small. Let me come here and For image spacing, I'll make this to be, let me just remove it, and then the image size should be 70. I'll make this 70, and then I'll copy style. I'll copy and paste style, and the same here. So now I'm going to change the picture here. I'm going to change the picture to this quality. I don't like that quality. It doesn't look like the other pictures we have. So let me use another picture for quality. It's too long. I'm going to use another picture, another icon rather. Yeah, we could use this one. I'll edit this. Same thing we did. Paste. Oh no. I'll copy this. And then I'll download that. I'll upload that picture too. I'll select. Okay. So I'll change the next one to returns. The next one I'll change it to pricing. Even this picture is out of place. We want an excellent website, so let's say shipping. I'll use a box picture. Okay, we can use this one. Let's use this one. Edit, change picture, paste, remove one of those hash, enter. Let me delete all of this, and I'll download that now, and then I'll change the picture here, and then upload that. Now it's uploading. So you see all of those variations, they have their pictures here on the media section. So this is this. I'm now going to change the size of this picture, content of the size of the text rather. Let me make this 24. Well, I'll leave it to be 20, but I want to give it a spacing. So I want to give it a spacing. Where do I do that? Content, box, image spacing. So this should be, let's say, 10. And that content, we could make it a little bit bigger. Let's say 24. I'll copy this and paste here. Paste style and paste style. I'm sorry we had to take too long on this particular area. We want it to be good, and then I'll give it a top margin of 50. Then here I want to put sample products. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to add a section, and then I want to add a heading here, and see shop t-shirts, and I want to give it a top margin of maybe 80, and then I want to add another flex box, and now I want to add products. I want to add some products. So where you see archive product, you may not be able to use all of these because they are WooCommerce, all of them. You need Elementor Pro to use all of those, but there is always a workaround. There is always a workaround. So everything you see for Elementor, for WooCommerce here, they are pro features, but there is a workaround. So for these, we will need to come back to our dashboard, come to plugins, and you see this plugin we had here called Essential Add-ons. Come to the settings, and then come to elements, and you see come down to WooCommerce. I want you to toggle on all of these: WooCommerce grid, WooCommerce product, product list, WooCart, toggle this gallery and all that. So toggle those on, toggle them on, toggle WooCommerce product compare, Woo product carousel, toggle them on. As for these ones, they are pro features. So save, and it's going to say settings saved. So now when we come and reload the website, let me save this before reloading. When we come and reload the website, it's now going to give you the ability to display WooCommerce products on the front of your website. So I'm going to click and add a flex box. Now I want to search for Woo. So this is the word we want to use: WooCommerce product grid. You see this EA by it means essential add-ons. Let's drag that there. So right off the bat, it gives me this, but I want to filter them by different categories. I'll say shop t-shirts, and then I'm going to change the color of that. Then I'll make this to be poppins. Poppins. So that is that. Now, we don't really like the way it looks. First of all, we want to change all of this. We see a hoodie there. We see hoodie. We see hoodie. We want just t-shirt. So we are first of all going to come to the style. Now let's come to product settings, and we want to filter by the source. Should be manual selection. We want to select them manually, and then we want to start manually selecting the products. Just type t-shirts. We are going to select all the t-shirts and put them there. I will still search for t-shirt. We could also filter by date. Let's say we want to filter those products which were added on a particular date. We could do that here. We could filter by recent products. This just displays the most recent products you added. That's what we got by default. And we can also filter dynamic tags and things like that. We could also filter featured products. If we had set some products to be featured, we could do that. How do we set a product to be featured? Let's come back to products. And if I want to make this product a featured product, I can do that only by clicking here. You see, it says featured. I'll click there, and it's going to turn into black. That shows that is a featured product. Blue actually, but I want to turn that off. So if we set featured products and we set this filter by featured products, all of them are going to be shown here. We can also set by best-selling products. WooCommerce already knows which products are best-selling, so it's going to set them here. This is just by default. These were the first ones which were uploaded. It doesn't mean that these are actually the best-selling products, but we'll do this manually. So I've set t-shirts. I also want to look for the other ones. T-shirt. I'll see if I can click and select all of them at the same time. Yes, all of them have been selected and they are being added now. So what I did is I hit Control and I clicked on each of them. So the product type, I'll leave it the way it is, and then the layout, light, and then you can come to layout and you can choose the different kinds of styles. Different kinds of styles. You see the way this one is? That's the review style. So when you hover your mouse, it reviews the cat button. What about the overlay style? This is all up to you. Choose whatever style you want. Preset 5. You see the way it behaves. Preset 6. I'm just going to leave it to be the default. And then let's come to style. We'll come to style, and we want to change quite a number of things about this. For the border, we want it to be white. Now, one thing we want to do is I want to remove these backgrounds. So for that, just come back to content and click on change from masonry to grid. And you see it's going to change. And then we want to come to style. And then when you see borders, you can change the borders. Make it 1 and then give it a border shadow. If I turn this off, or if I reload this, you see all of this is missing. If I turn this on, you see that's the border shadow. And then the blur, I want it to be 5. And then I want to reduce the opacity. I can make it 10 actually, or 7. I think 7 is fine. So those are t-shirts. So I'm simply going to duplicate this section. I'm going to duplicate this section. I'll duplicate the heading too. And I'll see down here, see shop hoodies. Shop hoodies. Hoodies. Shop hoodies. Then what I simply want to do is to come to the product settings, and then I want to look for hoodies. I'll remove all of these, and then I'll just search for hoodie. Hoodies. Hoodie. Okay. I'll add that. Hoodie. Let me just click Control and add all of them. So we have just 3 hoodies, but we could go ahead and add some more as some more products. Then I will duplicate these. I want to bring this up. It should be above this. And then I'll duplicate the heading too. I will duplicate the heading. No, I've actually duplicated this twice. I need to delete one. So shop hoodies. Oh, there was a mix up. Let me duplicate this. And then I will duplicate these two. The heading. I will drag the heading here. What I also want to do is I will just change these ones to shop sweatshirt. Shirt. And then I want to remove all of these product settings. I want to remove all of these. Sweat. Select products. Sweat. So it's going to bring me all the sweatshirts. Or Control and select all of them. It's going to load them here. So this is what we have. You could keep it this simple. I'm just going to leave it this simple. I can also add a product gallery down here. let me just add this flex box, add this, and then why is this thing showing here? I'm going to add search for Woo product gallery, carousel rather. So you see this Woo product carousel by EA Essential Add-ons. That is what we want. And you see the products, they slide past each other. So these are the different sections we can have. We can shop t-shirts. Now for these, I think it's too big. The image is too big. I'll come and I'll reduce the image to 45. And then the content, the title, I'll make it 16, and then I'll make it 700. I'll copy this, I'll paste style, I'll also paste style, I'll paste style. Okay, that is that. So this is our website. This is the home page. We can also add maybe, we can add something like a contact page so that if anybody wants to contact us, they can get to us easily from there. So let me look at this website on the front end. Shop, I'll check the shop. So this is how the shop looks. I'm going to leave it this way. The only thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to make sure the heading does not show here on the shop. And if I go to home, it takes me to the home page, but it's supposed to take me to the same page if I click on this logo which we have here, but that is not the case right now. So I need to fix that. What I'll do is that I'll come to settings, reading, and then I want to choose the home page to be a static page, which is of course home. So I'm going to save that. Now I'm going to create a menu. Let's go to menus, and I want to create a menu and see primary menu, and then it should be the primary menu. Click on create menu, and then I want to add home and shop to it first. The rest can come later. I'll save the menu. Now if I come here, these other pages are going to be taken off. So that is what we have for now. This is what we have for now. So you see it says here select options. I don't know the reason for that repetition. The same thing. I'm going to check on that. Now what we can do is that on the home page we can add a product comparison feature. So let's say compare. Let's add this here. We want to compare a number of products, and I want to compare all the unisex products. Let me just, so let's compare these unisex products. So this is what the product comparison page is going to look like. This is what it's going to look like. And then now, if we come to settings, the settings or the presets, the theme, we can change this theme as we so desire. We can make it look this way. This is the first theme. So if you make it look this way, you choose the first preset, this is how it's going to look. If you choose the second preset, everything is going to be orange. The third preset, and then the fourth preset, it shows you this way. Let's check the fifth and the sixth, and then the sixth. So this one looks a little bit too too much for me. Let me go to the fourth. I'm going to have it this way. So I'm going to have it this way. So let's go to the settings. We can take off some of these. For this particular one, I'm going to make this section to be full width, so that it occupies the entire page. So let's come back now to the product comparison table. So let's come to settings. There are things I don't want to see here. I don't want the description, so I can remove the description. The SKU, I don't want it. I don't want the weight. Because I didn't add it there. I don't want the dimension. So I just want to compare them in terms of price. Alone. Now, let me remove one of these prices. One is going to be left. Oh, as I took off one, the other one too disappeared. So what I'll do is that I can add back the price. Let me add the price. It appears twice for some weird reason. I don't know why. So if I remove the price from here, even the price on top of here no longer shows. I hope this doesn't show up on the front end. Let me preview it on the front end of my website. The price shows twice, and then the size. Let me remove size and see. The price and the size seem to be the same. I don't know why. That should be a glitch. I'll just add the price. Okay, so it says repeat price field. No. I'm going to toggle that off so that it's not repeated. So that has been taken off. Make product image linkable. Yes. So the product image is linkable. It's very, very linkable now. So if you click on the product image, it's going to take you to the product. So we can also come to style. Now, where you see here compare products, I can make it smaller or just remove it all together. I'll click here and I'm going to remove this. So this is how it shows me now. Or you can just say compare. And the title should be maybe just a paragraph, it should not be a heading. So let's come to style. Table style. You can change even the table style. You can style content separately. And then the table style, you can increase the width and all that. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to reset it. And then the header columns, you can change all of this from here. But personally, I'm going to leave it the way it is. I just simply want to give it a heading right now. I'm going to duplicate this. And then I want to come and see compare products. Compare products. And then I want to make this to also be full width. I also want to make this to be full width. Then I will delete that product carousel. And then I will simply publish. And if I look at this website now on the front end, you see the compare fills the entire page. I also want these ones. I don't like it is too, they are too narrow. So I want them to be at least 1340. This one should also be Same with this one, 1340. This one, 1340. And then this one, 1340. Same with this one, 1340, and this one, 1340. So that is that. Let's go ahead and look at this on the front end of our website. So this is what we have, and it's looking pretty good to me. It's looking pretty good. Maybe for this one, we want to make it, let's say 1300, or it should be boxed. It should be 1300. And the same with this one, 1300. 1300, all the same. I'll reload the page and see, okay, it looks a lot better right now at 1300. So you can shop anything from this website. I have not changed the labels for this. I will change this and say best quality. Best quality. This one I'll say free returns. No, not that. Free returns. And I'll say best prices. And then I'm going to publish. So that is what we have. We say best prices, and we are going to publish that. So our website is taking shape, but I want to create a better header. Let me reload this. I'll come to the back end of my website, and I want to create a better header. Now, if I look at this website on the front, you see it does not really look that good. I want to create something better, something a lot better. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to come to my dashboard, and I'm going to come and look for Elementor header and footer appearance. Elementor header and footer, we had already installed that plugin, and then click on add new. Just skip here, and we want to create a header. Remember, we have not created our logo, so we'll need to do that. I'll click on header, display on the entire website, and also on all pages. That's for caution. And then all. I'm going to say publish. And then edit with Elementor. Now, let's go to Canva, and we want to create a new design. Click on these three hamburger dots and click on new design, and I want it to be custom size. It will be, let's say, 1200 by 250. It's going to be a pretty narrow logo. So this is what we want to do. So we can use free elements. Let me just look for, I'll click on elements and look for and search for fashion. Then I'll come to graphics. So these are fashion graphics. Could I use this one? Since it's a t-shirt, let me see hoodie. Okay, I can use this. I can use this graphic, and I will change the color to be this color we are using here. Can I go back here and pick this hex code? I'm trying to pick this hex code. It's redirecting me to the same Now it's come. I'll just pick this, copy that, close, and then I want to change this to be that color. Yes, and then I'll add some text. You could name this anything. You can see hoodie center. Hoodies center. I will click on. I want to choose, let's say, DM Sans. We could use DM Sans. DM Sans. No, this is not going to go. Let's say big shoulder. Big shoulder. Big shoulder. Shoulder. Yes, big shoulder display. So this is the font I'm going to use. I'm going to use this text. So this is it. And that is going to be our logo. So you see, I'm going to export this logo. In my case, I'm going to make it a transparent background. You can export it the way it is and go to remove.bg, which I showed you, and you can remove the background from there. So it's downloaded. This is the header which I'm trying to build. Okay, this is the header. So what I want to do is that I want to come here and to Elementor templates. That's Astra templates, and I want to look for header. Let's see if they have any ones to offer. Page header. There is none, so we'll have to build this from scratch. So we'll add a flex box. This is what we are going to use. The sixth one. So here we are going to add an image which will be a logo. I'm going to add an image there, and I want to select that image. I will select this one, the logo which we just created. I'll add it there. And then I want to add our navigation menu here. I will say nav. And this is the one we are going to use. Navigation menu HFB, that's header and footer builder. And I want to add a button here. So I'm going to search for button. Button. I will see contact. Contact us. And then I'm going to come to typography and make this Poppins. And I'll make it 600. And I'm going to give it this same hex code. The button, that background color is going to be, I'll change that green to this color, the color which we used for this logo. Let me paste it there, and I'll come back. And then I want to align it to the right. So that's it. I want to give it some border radius, so it's not going to be too sharp on the edges. No, let me make this 5. And then I want to align this logo to the left. And then I'll align this text to the middle. This logo, our navigation bar, I'll align it to the middle. I'll also do some changes. I'm going to change it to black. And then I'm also going to change it to Poppins. So you can also change this. You can also change the size of this image here. You can come to image resolution and say custom, and you can change it, make it smaller. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it the way it is. And then now, if I look at this website on the front end, you will see this is what we have, Hoodie Center. So that is Hoodie Center for us. And then you see this is how the website looks. I will change this button as well. Actually, I'm going to remove all of this from here, all of this text. It doesn't really align with our website. So what I want to do now is I want to create the footer. I want to create the footer, Elementor header footer builder. I'm going to create the footer. Now I want to click on add new. I want to create the footer. And then I'm going to go to footer and I'll make it for the entire website. And for this, I'm also going to say all pages. And for this, I'll say all. And then I want to publish. Then click on edit with Elementor. It's loading. Now I want to add a footer with just 2 sections. I'll add just 2 sections. One section is going to carry the logo, and then the other section I'll put some social media icons. So this section I'm going to add an image, which is of course going to be our logo, but you can already see that is too big. I want to make it medium. Let's say medium, yes. And then I want to align it to the left. I also want to add some social media icons here. So let's look for social. So these are social icons. I'm going to add TikTok. Or click on all, search for TikTok. I'll add it there. Then I want them to be the official colors, and the shape should be circle. And the size we are going to change. Let's make it 18. Can make it 16. So I'm going to give this a top padding of 150. Not 15, but 150. Or let's say 100. And then the bottom, 100. So this is what we are going to do. But we are going to give this a color, a background color. And I'm going to give it a background type of classic. Then the color, I'm going to make it something grayish. So I'm going to leave it that way. And then I'm going to publish. So if I look at this on the front end, you see this is the background, this is the footer. So all of these, we did not change the fonts of this. Let's come, it's not looking really good in terms of fonts. I want to change this for the header and every other part. So table style, let's come to table style. So compare table general. So first thing we want to do is that the border type, let's leave it the way it is. Then table style, table title style. We can leave this one the way it is. I'm more concerned about the typography. Header column, title color. Let's leave this one's typography. Yes, title. We want to change it to be Poppins. So we've changed that to Poppins. The header should also be Poppins. the header should be Poppins. Then product column 1, so the header, we've changed them to Poppins. I want to also change the header size. No, not here. Table title typography Poppins. And then I want to reduce. I want to make it to be maybe 14. And then I want it to be bold, 700. And then now let's come to header column. The title should be Poppins. And then I want it to be 18. And then the weight should be 600. I'll make this 18. Weight 600. That's the title. Then the typography of this title, Poppins. And then it should be 15. It's going to apply to all of them. And you can do the same for each and every one of these. Now let's go ahead and look at this on the front end. So I like the way the website has turned out. I like the way the print-on-demand website has turned out. Now, I'll show you how to install WooCommerce, not WooCommerce, but your payment gateways. So simply come to plugins, add new plugin, and then look for PayPal. So there are several PayPal plugins which you can use, but I think this is the one we are going to use. This one by Payment Plugins. You can install and activate. So it gives you all of these notice and all that. So if now we go to WooCommerce and we go to settings, let's go to settings for this and see what they are telling us. This is a totally new user interface. Now, this is very, very easy to set up. If you want to set this up, what you simply need to do is to go to production and then click to connect PayPal. It is going to prompt you to put in your PayPal details. And the moment you add your username and your password, is going to automatically set up PayPal for you, and people can pay for whatever they buy from your website using PayPal. So without much ado, this is basically what the print-on-demand website is going to look like. So if we can test this out, let me remove this from here. I'll remove this. I'll also remove this. And then I'm going to increase top 220, bottom 220. And then I'm going to publish. So let's look at this. So this is our website. We come to shop. We can edit this page. We can customize the shop page to make it look a little bit better. So here we can click on select options, and it brings you here, and you can add to cart as we already tested, and go ahead and make the purchase. I'm going to end here in order for you not to get confused and for this video not to be too long. If you got any value out of this video, please leave me a like, subscribe to my channel, and tell me thank you in the comment section. God bless you. Peace.